US stock market bears have the opportunity to apply more pressure, right? Joel covered actually in the previous blog regarding the fears of coronavirus, these renewed fears, unfortunately, of a second wave being picked up. At the moment, we're seeing a number of cases rising in the capital in China, Beijing. Okay, a number of markets being forced to close and neighborhoods nearby going into lockdown again. And of course, all last week, well, particularly towards the latter stage of last week, the worries regarding a second wave in the United States was rising. Okay, markets were getting very nervous as you know there was cases in parts of the US that are really picking up pace. And remember, we had the WHO, the World Health Organization, giving those warnings about cases rising globally. Okay, now remember what happened to stocks before. It's not to say that the worst is actually behind us as of yet, in terms of the pressure that can come in back into play for the stock market. So let me just show you here the chart. So I'm just looking at US 30 Dow Jones because I know a lot of people like to trade that. Look, I just want to recap. This is on a weekly chart. If you look here, when we were consolidating sort of from November through to sort of early part of February, and then we came crashing down, okay, on coronavirus cases rising and government lockdowns. Saw stock market selling. Saw panic selling, okay? This is risk aversion, dumping riskier assets, dump. And that obviously, this move ties in with all of the pumping that we saw, of course, in the Dixie. I'll just quickly refresh your memory with the Dixie move there back in March. See, that was all the pumping there for the Dixie, but in turn, we had the dumping for the US 30, as you can see. Now, price action last week really pulling back. That's our worst weekly performance that we've actually seen since here. The last sort of bit of blood that we saw in the week of the 16th of March as part of that panic selling there during the coronavirus situation. And you can see right now with this pullback, we're testing a critical area of weekly support, I believe. You see this was weekly top around this $24,450 point mark, which we're testing to the downside. And I just want to make clear, if you look at the VIX index, yeah, the VIX actually spiked up. Okay, and this is just showing how nervous the markets are. It spiked up to its highest level since April 22nd. So markets are nervous. So keep an eye on this at the moment. It's a real critical weekly support level that we should be aware of. If we get a weekly closure below that and back into this range area, we're likely to just carry on south, and then perhaps we pare back this upside that we've seen. Okay, we pair this back. So do keep an eye on that sort of 24,450 mark. I think that's really, really key. See what's going on the daily. Yeah, it's just testing the upper part of this range. If that does give way, could see some deep falls towards that mid sort of 22,000 mark. So keep an eye on that. Baby, in terms of daily fundamental and technical analysis, we do it every single day at freaknetwork.io. Click on become a member, see what we've got on offer. We explain all of the moves fundamentally, time in technically, provide trade ideas. You'll be learning and earning. Stay lit, let's get it.